contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor.
Friday, February 27th, the New York Knicks go up against Greg Monroe and the Detroit Pistons. Don't miss out.
And the first quarter is in the books. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Pistons leading by 7. On the court for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving is out there with A.J. Price. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then there's Marion. And it's Waiters in at the 3 spot. Now the pass to Meeks. Meeks gets the screen from Charles. 6 to shoot. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Sean Marion.
Looking at the Pistons, Kevin, let's see how they performed over the last month in the NBA league rankings. 9th in fewest turnovers per game, 13th in opponent points per game. And as for three-point shooting as a team, a little bit to be desired here. They're top 20 in the league. They can certainly do better and strive to do better there.
No, they're a smart team. You talked about those few turnovers, and that's the number that really stands out to me when you go down that list of stats. They're smart. They don't take a lot of crazy gambles. They try to work the ball around the perimeter, get it inside when they can, and get the best shot every time down the floor.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Tolliver the pass to Charles. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Clark, hear about a special bond between players and coaches. Well, his old high school coach is here in the stands to watch him play today.
Well, Kevin, you know, it's always nice to see a familiar face when you're in the NBA. And no matter how many gassers your former coach had you run while you were a sophomore in high school, still good to see his face.
Outside Irving. A minute 42 left in the first half of basketball.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs have locked up Irving to a long-term contract.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, no doubting Andre Drummond, an emerging star at the center position. As new coach Stan Van Gundy put it, I think we have 2 responsibilities to Andre Drummond that will help our team. Number 1, do everything we possibly can to develop him as a player. And secondly, to put a system and personnel around him that will allow him to thrive. Kevin?
Doris, it sounds like he'll play a pivotal role. Thank you.
Yeah, Van Gundy perhaps envisioning him as Dwight Howard 2.0 in the middle. We'll see if, in fact, Drummond can live up to that.
Waiters with a screen on Jennings. Irving kicks to Waiters. Launches it. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Fresh, the pass to Urepko. Can't cash in from close range. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Price kicks to Irving. Back to Price. To the inside. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Cleveland. 7 seconds left to play in the first half. Jennings wide open. From outside, off the mark. And the first half is now in the books. It's Detroit. They lead by 6. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson. And after that first half, Tristan, what's...
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball, basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. And let's get bodies to the offensive glass for the rest of the game. I mean, a lot of bodies. They won't hurt us on the break. Don't worry, just get to the ball.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
Andre Drummond. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Meeks. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Brandon Jennings. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. It was Amundsen who's checked in for Tristan Thompson. James Jones comes in for Sean Marion. Harris is checked in for Waiters. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. We've got DJ Augustine. Craig Monroe is out there with Luigi DeToma. Then it's Kyle Singer. And it's Caldwell-Pope in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Andre Drummond's checked in for Detroit. Fresh comes in for Kyle Singler. Here's Dellavedova. Right now averaging 7 points a game. For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against the Washington Wizards.
And Kevin, they overcame a very poor shooting night to win that game. Now, you're not going to be able to win very often with a percentage as low as theirs.
Yeah, no beauty or style points in that game, but they did hit the big shots when they needed to.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Take a look at the Cavaliers. Right now the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong. And of course there's the Pistons. Just need to take it a game at a time.
Well, right now for the Pistons, they've just got to learn a few lessons from what they're going through this year. I mean, to use that experience to make sure that they grow from it.
Well, you always want to be getting better, Clark. So I like what you're talking about. I mean, sometimes you can learn from adversity, learn from your mistakes. That's what this club has to do from here on out.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Charles. No luck. And Cleveland the other way now. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think, guys, is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid. Sean Marion, with 15 years in the NBA, a very good 15 years, basically talked about retiring even though he was still playing well at the conclusion of last season. Although I guess he did have a change of heart. If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Jones with it. Now defended by Charles. And Fresh picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
Something else you like to see is how well they've shot their free throws tonight.
And Marion, a 4-time All-Star, one of the most athletic and versatile players in league history. Still an excellent role player, even after all these years.
We've got 1:18 left here in the 3rd quarter. Stripped away. Fast break Detroit. Here's Charles, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
Man, if we see a few more of them, this game could be in danger of getting out of hand quickly.
And Marion has made a good chunk of change over his career. A lot of money. He said he wanted to walk away while he could still walk.
Yeah, well, he can't walk, and his game certainly could still walk and talk. An excellent defender, an energy player, a stat sheet stuffer. I'm quite pleased that he hasn't decided to hang him up yet.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Now here is Augustine. Not a lot of room. From the low block, Monroe, no good.
I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful. So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
A free throw off from Harris. Pistons leading by 4. Pass to Charles. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Dellavedova's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jones drives in. Dellavedova dishes to Jones. Good. And now just a 2-point Piston lead.
Boy, the shots finally dropping for them in bunches. And
On tap.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
well, it had to be.
Here for Detroit, Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Drummond. And fresh subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. So on the floor for Cleveland, Thompson and Verija at the 4 and 5. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Irving. And it's Marion in at the small forward.
Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
And, well, Detroit shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Oh, missed it.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty. Here's Drummond, and he commits the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Boy, what nerves. Those free throws now put them in a very good position. 3 points ahead.
And here is Waiters. Misses the tray. And they're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Penalty situation. Charles.
And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Here's Dellavedova. Oh, no good. And so it's the Pistons who come.
There he is. Hey, how are things back home?
Same as they ever were.
All right.
Listen, when are you gonna come over to the house and have dinner? You know, Jeannie thinks I haven't invited you yet.
All right. Listen, tell her as soon as things slow down for me. So probably in the off season, okay?
All right, sounds like a plan. Now listen, you stay focused out there. Make your old ball coach proud.
All right. Yes, sir, I will, okay?
All right.
All right.